Hello the internet, Nick here at Go3 again in Perth, Western Australia. I'm here with Keita.
Yes, that's right.
Keita from nVidia. He's travelled all the way from, you're in Japan, is that right?
Yes, I'm...
and San Jose.
That's Santa Clara and Japan.
Santa Clara and Japan, cool, cool. And you're here for Go3. You're here on behalf of nVidia.
That's right.
What's new from nVidia? What can you tell us about?
Well, with nVidia, the latest is that we have the GeForce 8800, which is the first in a line of GeForce 8 series products that supports Microsoft's Windows Vista and DirectX 10.
So this is the first DirectX 10 card, right?
That's correct. We introduced that in November.
It's available now.
It's available
Came
now.
out in November.
That's right. And this Uber rig here of the guy who won at this year's LAN party with the coolest rig has an 8800. So
that's awesome. Yeah. And he actually won a second 8800.
That's right.
So now he can run an SLI.
That's right.
That's fantastic.
No, so yeah, with Vista and DX10, we think that the experience of gaming is going to be taken to a whole new level. And with better stability, with the Windows display driver model, with just longer shaders to see games like Crysis. I can't wait for stuff like that.
We saw Crysis actually in the flesh at GDC, and that was sexy. That was good. That was a good game.
Of course we have Sierra showing World in Conflict.
That looked good.
Which is a big push for Microsoft and games for Windows, and we'll be working together really closely on that. So I mean, this year's just going to be really exciting, both for consoles as well as for PC.
Cool. So you presented here at Go3. What did you present on? What was your topic?
I presented on the future of graphics as well as the PC as a compelling game platform. Mainly because of DX10 and Vista, but also with an online presence, as well as a lot of the emergence of FPS, real-time strategy games and MMOs, which from a I/O input-output perspective are really well suited for the PC. So we think everyone has a computer, might as well play on a computer.
And is that your? I mean, have you come back as a developer background or hardware background? What's your history with nVidia?
Yeah, so we kind of straddle the fence. We are kind of the bridge between our chip development team as well as developers, and we work with Microsoft's DirectX team to try to make sure we build the right chip. Once we do that, then we work with the application developers to make sure that they properly use the features in our latest cards, and also just as important is to make sure it works properly, of course, with no crashes or bugs or things like that.
And was there anything you showed here at Go3? Anything, some new stuff maybe from nVidia or some new kind of concepts or?
Right now we're just in terms of product, we don't have anything new. In the background, I'm also here in Australia to visit some developers to talk about some of the future technology as well as some advanced techniques that they can implement in their games. So I think from a consumer standpoint, maybe not right now, we don't have anything new, but because of the fruits of our labor, very soon in the future, they'll be able to experience some things really cool on NVIDIA hardware.
Okay, so Crysis, I think that's one of the first DX10 games to come out.
That's right.
What else in development? I mean, I know of Crysis. I think that's probably the game that's got the most publicity as the DX10 games. What else in development can you tell us about as nVidia, like your secret partners and stuff?
Yeah, so the ones that we can publicly talk about are Age of Conan.
Let's talk about the ones you can't publicly talk about. This is just between you and me. There's no camera. Holy crap, are you serious?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Dude, that's awesome. So,
I know.
So Age of Conan, for everyone that couldn't hear the special secret that you told me.
That's right.
Yep, Age of Conan, Boring Adventures. Yeah, that's good.
And then, of course, World in Conflict.
Yeah, World in
Conflict. They have this awesome nuke explosion where not only does the smoke look like a mushroom and it looks realistic, but when you fly your plane through it, the smoke parts ways and there's actually some really physics involved. And that's only possible with DX10.
That's cool.
So it's really cool.
All right. The GTX, sorry, the 8800. Yep. That's the top of the line card now with nVidia?
That's right.
Cool. And SLI, is it dual or quad?
Well, no. Right now, the 8800 GTX is a single chip on a single board. Phenomenal performance. We have the GTX, GTS, two flavors of the GTS. A little more of a affordable price point. But then, if you want two cards, you can put an additional card and SLI it. And the benefit of that is that if you have like a 30-inch panel, 2560 by 1600, and trust me, it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
And the prices come down on flat panels. Then you're really going to need the horsepower to render so many pixels on the screen. And just the results are just absolutely stunning.
So SLI, really quickly, how does that work? Is it one card does odd pixels, the other card does even pixels, or odd lines?
There's two ways to work. There's one that's called alternate frame rendering, where one card is rendering one frame, while the others in the background is already processing the next frame. So it kind of leapfrogs each other. There's also one that's called split plane rendering, where for one frame, one card does, say, the top half and the other does the bottom. And it dynamically load balances depending on, like, if there's sky, nothing but blue sky, then this part it'll take a little more than half of the screen in rendering. So it's very efficient. It depends on how the application is written, and we optimize our drivers to make sure that it scales well on two parts.
Are those two different types of SLI, are they transparent? Like, do I have to choose what I want, or it's the developers doing all that?
Absolutely not. We work very closely with developers. Built into the driver, we have an auto detection mode for the top games where we have profiles set. So hundreds of games already have built-in profiles, so the user doesn't have to worry about it. Although if you do go in the control panel, if you want to play around with it, you're free to set it to one mode than the other. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Keita, thank you very much for being on 10, and we look forward to seeing more DirectX 10 and GTX cards.
All right. Thanks,
man.
Nick.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks.